Global markets alert, U.S. tariffs rattle Asia, OPEC Plus sinks oil prices. A storm is brewing in the global markets, and it's not just a passing cloud. Asian stock markets took a hit on Monday, with a confusing mix of signals from the U.S. on tariffs, and a surprising move by OPEC Plus to increase oil production. The tariff tug-of-war, a confusing game. U.S. officials have been sending mixed messages, creating a fog of uncertainty. While they've hinted at a delay in tariffs, the details remain hazy. President Trump, in a typical move, has set a new deadline of August 1st for some countries, with the threat of higher tariffs looming. But here's where it gets controversial. Trump's tariff rates could range from 10% to a whopping 70%, and he's even considering an extra 10% for countries aligned with the BRICS group. With few actual trade deals finalized, analysts had expected this deadline to be pushed back. But the question remains, will this new deadline apply to all trading partners or just a select few? The impact on trade partners, a delicate balance. Major trade partners including the EU, India, and Japan, are at critical stages in their bilateral negotiations. If the U.S. implements these reciprocal tariffs, or even expands them, it could intensify the risks to U.S. growth and inflation. It's a delicate dance and investors are treading carefully. Market reaction, cautious but not panicked. Despite the uncertainty, investors seem somewhat accustomed to these trade policy twists. S&P 500 and Nasdaq futures eased, but only slightly, indicating a cautious initial response. Eurostoxx, FTSE, and DAX futures also saw minor declines, while Japan's Nikkei and South Korean stocks took a more noticeable dip. The dollar's dilemma, caught in the crossfire. The dollar has been on a roller coaster ride, with investors worried about Trump's tariff policy and its potential impact on the economy. This has kept the Federal Reserve from cutting rates, and the minutes from their last meeting could provide some clarity on their future moves. A quiet week for the Fed, what's next? This week, the Fed is taking a back seat, with only a couple of district presidents scheduled to speak. Economic data is also sparse, leaving markets to speculate on the Reserve Bank of Australia's rate cut on Tuesday and New Zealand's central bank meeting on Wednesday. Oil's plunge, OPEC Plus' strategic move. And this is the part most people miss. OPEC Plus has opened the floodgates, agreeing to a larger-than-expected increase in production. They've also hinted at a similar hike in September, which analysts believe is a strategic move to squeeze lower-margin producers, especially those in U.S. shale. Brent and U.S. crude prices took a hit, with Brent dropping to $67.78 a barrel and U.S. crude falling to $65.99. So what's the takeaway? The global markets are in a state of flux, with the U.S. tariff policy and OPEC Plus' moves creating a complex web of uncertainty. As an investor, are you concerned about the potential impact on the economy? Or do you see these moves as a strategic dance with opportunities to be seized? The floor is open for discussion.